technical difficulties. Berto is saying my mic is not working, so we're trying to figure this out. I see him come up. Working through technical difficulties here on BSB. I see mine coming through. I'm trying to appeal to our great leader, Corolo Pascal, about computers all the time. Taken back on the far side. Ryder trying to work a big body near the glass. That shot sent down the other way and held up in the corner. Yeah, he can.
Out of the zone and down the ice. Motion to be waved off. Apologize for technical difficulties. We're having to switch microphones here to get this figured out. But John will be back in once we get settled. Played here by Fairfield. Weaving in on goal is Duncan Stewart. The shot was saved and covered for the whistle by Sean Klein. 14:07 left in the first. Our clock's a little bit behind as well. Still catching up here. Face off to the right of Klein. One back by the Stags. Billy Leary will play it around.
We're going to try this again. It's really loud in my ear, but I was told to turn everything all the way up. Shot sent in from the front. That's off the post. Klein's going to get on that. What a save by Klein. We try to follow here. Work back into the neutral zone. We might be working now, Matt. Technology's difficult. It's a time. I'm just waiting on a response. I think we're good now. It says we're overmodulating, though. Kenna working in the zone. That puck defies gravity in the Bronx. That's trying to punch that puck was McKeach. It's held up by Fairfield, crossing the blue line now. Working in from the circle, wrapping around. Trying to find space to go with the puck. Shot sent in from the circle. There's a pass. It's off the crossbar again, and it went out of play.
And the net comes off as well. Very common on that side of the ice, especially in this rink.
There is a net coming off issue right now. That's what's going on. Yes. It's a common rink issue at
Very common.
Ryder. I think I just heard the Rangers goal song. That's not what I want to hear.
Blackhawks, Chelsea Dagger.
Chelsea, yeah. Good shout. I think I'm figuring this out right now.
Ryder still looking to kind of get that offensive zone look. Haven't had too many chances. You saw Pape there, but nothing shown for it yet tonight. It's been roughly 7 minutes. We'll see if it'll come over time. Not so many great looks for the Stags either. They had that one shot off the post, but either way, not a ton of opportunities so far in the early game.
Just trying to work on creating those opportunities here on the road. Ryder weaving in. Taken away by the Stags. Ryder with numbers defensively. Can't break through. Held back up around. Fairfield trying to find anywhere to go with this puck. Can't find anything just yet. Just over 12 minutes left to go here in period number one. No goals yet for either side. I did get a chat response, so that means we can be heard. It's more just how loud am I coming through. Also, the Fairfield goal song means they copy the Rangers. Shots in from the circle. That goes wide. Klein's on that.
If it is the Fairfield goal song, we're going to have to tell our microphone people not to play the song anymore.
They might not have to. I mean, if it is, yeah, this is a Rider home game. It's not what you want to see. So shots it in, he scores. Fairfield gets on the board to start things out. 1-0 as Fairfield gets things going here.
Puck got right to the stick of number 88, Andrew Clark. He wasted no time burying that one. The early lead goes to the Stags. Point-blank opportunity. Buries it.
So face-off will come up and ensue as the Rider Bronx give up a goal. A big thing about them, they usually do a lot of scoring early on, and then things kind of fall apart as the defense and the fatigue comes in. But a 1-0 lead for Fairfield already, starting to work out. Just over 11 left to go. Weaving in, Rider trying to counter here. That puck gets lifted up. Now trying to battle for it behind the cage. Fairfield working back the other way. Trying to go far side here, spinning back around. Good defensive work by Rider. As we get a stoppage. Just over 10:43 on the clock. Here in this one.
Penalty there, but he's not going to get one. They are going to call one.
All right. So Rider goes on the power play.
I didn't see a signal there.
I didn't either.
But McKean does a good job of drawing those penalties. We've seen that time and time again this season. He does it here.
So Rider, a team that really just needs goal scoring, trying to send one into the slot. That's gone all the way down the other side of the ice. I think we are all settled now. I was turning the wrong knob. I thought you were one. I thought I was two. It was the other way around.
It happens.
We're here. We're back. And
Perfect
we're getting
timing. We got a man advantage now.
Exactly. We're right back on for the power play with 10-11. Rider, though, really has to try to find a way to put some pressure on. 1:20 already. 40 seconds already expired. McKeats drew the penalty before. Fairfield doing a good job just keeping Rider out of the zone. They tried to dump, and Fairfield now again can just kind of play patty cake with the puck here. Ty Schneider now has the puck for Rider. Looking for Jackson Cole. That puck flew away. And now Fairfield, again, just really has done a good job keeping this puck on the other side of the ice.
It started with Aiden Blake, number 2. Good pressure, and then looking for that outlet pass to Aiden Brazel. Just missing him, but good penalty kill so far.
Really great. Now Fairfield trying to work, maybe shorthanded. This is going to be one on netminder, working in on Klein. There's a shot saved, and then he scores on the rebound. On the rebound chance, Klein couldn't get that out of there, and another goal for Fairfield. Aiden Brazel, the secretary, gets it done. 2-0 is your score.
Well, Brazel tried getting that breakaway we just mentioned a minute ago. Short-handed, puck was too far out of reach, and Schneider was the one that took it over. Gets a second opportunity. That was a clear-cut breakaway. Nobody even in the area. And the first shot saved by Klein. Got the rebound. And the Stags double their lead.
So already 2-0, just over 11 minutes into this game. Rider We talk about their struggles so far this year. Just 3 wins this season. Minus 69 goal differential on the year. It's up to 71 now if things were to stay level here. Fairfield again working in. Klein has to get the glove on that. And that'll bring things down here. Fairfield was able to work short-handed and score. Scores 2-0 Fairfield. Puck sitting on the near side, goes off the netminder and out of play yet again. So 2-0 Ryder facing the pressure already. Backs against the wall in the first period. The Bronx at home. Looking for room. Fairfield continuing to come back on. Puck drifts away. Working with space here. Goes off a body. Can't connect. Shot sent in. Goes off a body again. Klein just slaps that puck. Rebound chance. No! Klein's in front of it yet again. Facing a ton of pressure already tonight. Another shot sent in. Goes off the glove. Can't contain it. But Cole's able to hold on with 8:05. And now Fairfield gets a chance to reset here. Already up 2-0. Ignore the 1. I'll fix it later. Ryder holding on to it with Jackson Cole. Yet Ryder really hasn't gotten a true, this puck is lofted, hasn't really got a true offensive play set up that I could really put to memory in these first kind of 13 minutes here, Matt.
Yeah, it's been relentless forecheck, too, by the Stags. I mean, you just saw it a minute ago in that last shift. Girardi and then Burke getting those shots. They're buzzing, getting the rebounds, taking advantage of Klein not being able to stop the puck so far as well.
Now Ryder maybe looking for a chance here. That puck gets lofted and out of play. So the chance is stalled just shortly after. Brazel gets the goal. Already 2-0. Fairfield. Rankings just came out. They are number 9 in the Northeast. They're really quality Northeast. Ryder sitting in the 20s, trying to get things back going this season for them. Still not too much time left in the regular season for either of these teams, but still enough room to kind of make your impact. Ryder trying to kind of get their ship back on track. They face a tough year. But the classic phrase that you say, Matt, it's not about how you start, it's about how you what?
It's all about how you finish.
They almost finished.
Glove came off.
Glove came off.
Gotta get a whistle here.
We might, we will. Klein's glove came off. We're going to get a whistle. I'm sure they're going to have a chat about it as well. This Ryder may just get an opportunity here.
Well, out of all the ACHA M2 games I've done, I've never seen Fairfield play before in person.
I don't believe I have either. Fairfield, a quality university, obviously, but they have not played Ryder. I mean, Fairfield only tracked their schedule back to 2022. They have never played Ryder. They played Ramapo plenty and other Jersey schools, but had not played Ryder. Now this puck poked away. He might have a chance if he works with some speed here. There's a shot, and that is saved. Good save and good pressure really on the right side to kind of just cut that off and prevent him from getting all the way towards the front of the net. And now Fairfield trying to counter. There's a shot saved by Klein. Rebound opportunity. Can't get that one through. Had an open cage, but just didn't have the angle. This puck's dumped back in. We get to breathe just a little bit.
Yeah, that was Blazak, and he can certainly skate. Good opportunity. He had about 3 Stags right behind him.
Oh, Another chance here. Fairfield putting the shots on today. Blast from all the way at the top. Couldn't get that to go. Bouncing this one off. Fairfield trying to get back organized here. Or at least might work for a change here, and that's what they will do, at least on the back end here. The Stags, right off the bench here, looking for a chance. No, good pass. Just couldn't connect. Fairfield keeping this in the offensive zone, though, of Ryder. Right in, couldn't find that stick in the slot. It's held back up near the point. Surveying and looking, fakes a shot, works in towards the circle. Klein gets that, but there's a rebound opportunity right here. Wrapping around the case, dives in front of it. What a dive to save that. Oh my goodness. Cusimano. And gut goes down. There's a shot. Bodies in front. And Ryder's able to just prevent the goal. Haven't been able to clear just yet, but they prevent the goal. Shot sent in. Klein, no rebound. Back with Fairfield, though. This puck poked away, and finally back in the neutral zone.
That is a much-needed change for the Bronx there.
Might be too late here. Chance in it. Klein's in front of it. Klein doing his best to keep his team around. Still in the neutral zone. And Ryder with McKeach. McKeach has Morello with him. McKeach with a shot, and that is saved, and we get to breathe.
Boy, Bronx could not catch a break there, just leaking out those rebounds, and the Stags got every one of them. Good opportunity here, though. You get the offensive zone draw, get the first line out there with Kenna and McKeach and Morello playing with them tonight.
The face-off will go the way of Fairfield. Fairfield, so far, that puck almost went up towards us. I'm consistent in getting souvenirs from hockey games. Wrapping this around. Just getting in front of that puck. Now working through. They don't have numbers, but they've got some speed. Shot sent in. That goes off his skate. He's still down for a moment. Almost lofted up over, and it goes off the shoulder. Fairfield trying to connect. Sitting back on the near side. Working towards the slot. Can't get that in, and Klein's in front. Puck is still in. Klein's got to get back in his cage, and now he does with 3:25 left to go in period number one. Benner was able to dump this in. Couldn't get that on the stick. Was Patch, and Patch weaving his way down. Ryder Bronx can't connect. Blazak was in front of that puck. It was not lofted. And now the Bronx take it back again with Pape. Pape working on our side here. Sends that in towards the cage. Can't connect. Again, the Bronx is trying to work with somewhere to go. Chance in front. Can't get out of there. Schroeder is just stout right now. Hasn't faced a ton of pressure, but when he has, he's been stout. Fairfield working it. What a dirty move in front, and he scores! Pokes it in front of him, pokes it with the backhand, and pokes it in the back of the net. 3-0. Dirty dancing.
I think that's one that Ryder's going to want back, John.
Yeah.
Byer on the goal. Still a great move by him.
It was fantastic.
I mean, I don't know how he managed to get that to the back of the net, but that is certainly one. I mean, Ryder was on his tail.
Yeah. Just couldn't connect. I mean, glove by Klein there, but it wasn't really a body on him defensively to stop that from happening. It's a dirty move. It's a disgusting move. It's not easy to do.
Yeah,
but
really nice. Byer with a Crosby-esque goal there.
Yeah, he made it look easy. It's Fairfield again up 3-0. And it's sat on again by netminder Klein. Again, goaltending has been one of the issues for this team. Again, you lose a veteran like Givarowski. It's not easy. Face-off. It's the way of Ryder now. Fairfield originally. So it's 3-0. Scoreboard's incorrect here. Schneider weaving in. Pay back with it. Gut with the pass back before. Now Gut's got it again. Ryder needing spark from somewhere. Trying to just smack that stick, smack that puck somewhere to go. Couldn't get that on either. McKeach comes on. Feels some tiredness from Ryder as Kenna comes back on the ice with a change. Ryder's given up 3 already. Still just looking for some kind of spark and motivation to continue to try to score here. Benner. Benner takes this puck back and gets that jammed out again. Working through. Bodied on the boards there. 1 minute remaining in the period. A traffic jam for the puck here. 52 seconds left to go. Bodied down again, but a Fairfield Stag there to collect. Goes off of Klein. 42 seconds. Still in the offensive zone for Fairfield. He's able to corral. That puck off a Ryder body. Fairfield looking for maybe one more goal here in period number 1. Ryder back with it, though. The Bronx. So far, just a dominant performance by the Stags. 20 seconds. Working far side. Kick back towards himself. 12 seconds left to go in the first period. Gets pushed down from behind, and that'll be a penalty.
I think it's been especially tough for Ryder so far, especially later in this first period, because the Stags have just had much more sustained offensive zone time. And when you're struggling to get to the bench, especially when you're a team that only has 15, 16 skaters, you know, it's not taking away from Fairfield by any means. I mean, they're playing a great first period. They have 3 well-earned goals. There's going to be a power play here. But it's tough. I mean, when you have that depth and the lack of lineup presence in terms of numbers, it's always going to be an issue. Especially when your team has that offensive zone time. Your opponent, that is.
They've given that up here in period number 1. That will do it for the first period of action. Fairfield holds the lead 3-0. Ryder struggling to get things going in the offensive zone. Fairfield's taken a ton of time of possession in that first period, especially the offensive zone. Matt, what is Ryder how do you respond from a 3-0 deficit like this one?
Well, it's definitely going to be tough. I mean, I think it's just the quality of Fairfield's play. They're a good team, so it's gonna be difficult. But I think you get a breather at the first intermission. On the Ryder defensive side, I'd like to see some of those rebounds swallowed up a little bit more, but that's really what the Stags have been capitalizing on. I mean, they're getting those pucks. Every rebound is going to Fairfield. So you're going to want to clean that up a little bit, but you never know. I mean, we've seen this throughout the course of the season where sometimes just the intermission could be a big difference maker. So you never know.
Again, we'll see if we get a different Ryder team coming out in the second period of action, but we'll be right back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Do not go anywhere. Thank you so much for the Lexus Intermission Report. We're back. John McCooch with Matt Facillo here from Flemington Ice Arena in Flemington, New Jersey. Ryder down 3-0, and my scoreboard, as you can see, is now correct. I fixed it. Thank you, Corolla Pascal.
There you go.
Matt, a tough period for the Ryder Bronx. I already asked you how they get back to it. But Fairfield has really been fantastic today. Let's show them some love.
Yeah, they're playing a strong game. It's kind of the moral of the story so far. I mean, they're just a good team, and Ryder struggled this year. I think you're kind of seeing that with the lack of numbers, as we talked about at the end of the first period. As we
whistle.
Try this face-off again.
There's some extra pushing and shoving, and a second came off the clock. I don't know if that's supposed to count, but I'm going to count it on your clock here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting because I don't think they can turn it back. Waiting on a face. There's an extra push on the far side. I'm sure you saw it. And now we're off here on BSB in the second period. Hits the official. Are we good? Do we have a blister tomorrow, my friend?
One of the refs fell. One of the linesmen gets hit with the puck.
Working in. It's got numbers right in front of the net. There's a shot that's wide. Just wide of the cage. Fairfield keeps it in, though. And now poked back. Ryder trying to work now. Ryder in desperate need of a goal and really just a shot. And a power play, obviously, that they got at the end of that period. Shot sent in, no. Rebound again, chance. Another rebound chance, and that's saved. Schroeder.
That Blazak opportunity.
And now here he comes. Sharfstein winding in. There's a shot, and Sharfstein scores. 4-0. Bobby Sharfstein. 6th goal of the season. And Fairfield goes up 4-0.
Well, it was Sharfstein that had the opportunity in that previous shift, or earlier on that same shift, I should say, and he missed the net. I was going to say, you have that 2-on-1, you got to be able to at least hit the net there, but he missed it wide. Now he gets his payback. That's the second goal, too, by the Stags, where same player. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was the Brazel goal.
Could have been.
It was either the Brazel goal or the Bayer goal, one of the two, but their second opportunity to capitalize.
Or the Breyer goal was a bit solo for the other goal. But 4 goals nonetheless. Bennert working in from the top. Bennert sends a shot in, and that's saved again by Schroeder, no Dennis. Power play still on. 2 shorthanded goals tonight already for Fairfield. Tavares can't get working with that one. 10:30. Or 18:30, excuse me. Working in. Fairfield trying to find somewhere to go. Can't do so. We've got a whistle, and that'll be a penalty.
It's going to be a hooking call.
Good shout. Indeed, a hooking call. With 18:23. And Ryder, during all of that, if you just turned on the game and we didn't give you any context, would you have thought Ryder was on a power play? We've seen it twice tonight as well.
Yeah, I was going to say earlier, too.
Fairfield is playing just fantastic shorthanded.
And they had that shorthanded goal, too.
Right. 2 of them now. That last goal was shorthanded. So they've got 2 regular goals, 2 even strength goals, and 2 shorthanded goals. How about a power play goal after 7 seconds? There's a shot sent in high from Blazak, and Blazak will blaze that. And he gets it right back. Looking over back towards the point. Shot sent in, and it goes off of a Stag. Full power play now for Fairfield. Really a first good look that we're seeing from Fairfield tonight. Ryder tries to stay disciplined. They have to, given their situation with their depth and their lack of skaters. But a power play opportunity here for Fairfield nonetheless. Winding far. Trying to poke this. Benner with some good work. And that gets back into the neutral zone. Good work. Just keep this around. Neutral zone action.
Well, if a Bronc does take a penalty, at least they do get 2 minutes to sit.
Yes, it's rest at that point. It really is.
I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
You got to stay disciplined.
You have to. Could be an advantage. You could see a jailbreak moment.
Yeah.
Let's call our shot here. Back of the near side. And big injuries for Ryder this season. Top circle winding in, looking through for the Stags. Shot sent over, that's too far. Ujangra on the Connollys, it's tough. And Ryder still goes out there and puts on a show, but working in. Haven't seen as much of the net coming off as I expected after it became a known thing to me, Matt, but we'll see if it happens on the other side. Fairfield, back up top, circle shot, just too far and wide, and no work necessary for Klein. Back over near. Fairfield taking their sweet time here in the offensive zone. Just tried to feed this over, couldn't do so. With Stewart, Duncan Stewart with the pass back over, and that's off of Klein. Klein's able to get there. Girardi, this shot from Girardi. Now back with Duncan Stewart. Duncan Stewart, that'll be something maybe. Stewart got tripped up. Don't see a hand up anywhere.
I think that may be the right call. It looked like he may have slipped.
Maybe. So Duncan Stewart, it seemed like he came down pretty hard. He stayed on the ice for a little bit trying to kind of bait the penalty.
Yeah, it looked, he spun around a little bit, trying to maybe sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing, except I can't skate. Blazak intercepts that puck. Blazak just trying to cause some chaos here. He's done a good job doing it so far. Benner gets down for it. And now Ryder trying to create a counterattack. Haven't been able to do it so far. No icing. Icing waved off. McKeach back over. Penalty expires. Smith tried to come on for the jailbreak. Couldn't do so.
Look out.
Numbers here for Fairfield. Puck lofted. Chance and in. Net gets dislodged. To the dismay of the Stags.
There's definitely a chance that puck would have ended up in the back of the net.
I think it really would have.
So there is a case to be made by Brazel and company here, but it looks like it's going to be no goal.
Right.
If it's clear that the puck was going to go in, they would call it a goal. But that one, maybe it's a little too uncertain.
Would they call that a goal or a penalty shot? Penalty shot would be if he intentionally ended up pushing that net out. Which I don't think he did, especially given the history of this arena, as short as it is for Ryder. But nonetheless, it remains 4-0. The face-off will ensue. 15-18 left to go. And Fairfield trying to work. Kenna trying to play on the back check here for Ryder. Over Brazel. Brazel, and like we mentioned, has the goal. The first goal that Fairfield was able to obtain in this game. Back with it. Matt, we've gone through almost a period and a half, and I have not made one Marvel reference with you so far. I'm a changed man.
Changed man is right.
Looking back.
There's a lot of them last time.
Many. You remember that?
It was very fun.
Ryder Drexel game went a little viral.
That was Ryder, yeah, because Ryder, that's right.
Yes. Working back in, sent over, and he just slips down. He just slips down. Couldn't find anywhere to go. Fairfield trying to work back into the neutral zone, crossing the blue line. Shot sent over, and Klein is able to cover. So for Sean Klein, the 6.47 goals allowed average, 2-8 record on the year, a freshman, a really young goaltending tandem. Obviously, Bizzacco, a junior, kind of played under Givarowski. I'm sure the expectations might have been a bit higher, but obviously the team around him is just, again, the depth. Haven't been as strong defensively as you maybe would have expected heading into the year. There's still a lot of young pieces on this team, and I'm sure this will be quite the interesting rebuild that they have here. Fairfield back with it. Just trying to stay on side here is Fairfield. He does. Shot wide, but tipped back in. It ended up being a pass, and he scores. 5-0. Fairfield dominant here in Flemington.
That is some remarkable patience by Sam Iannella. 8 in red. Looked like he was going to shoot that. I think he fooled most of us. Waited, took his time. Looked like a shot, but it was really a pass for Aiden Blake right at the doorstep. All he had to do was just tuck it right in. That is a fantastic play. makes it 5-0.
Yeah, I thought it was a shot the whole way. But there was also just a perfect pocket for that puck to go and a perfect pass made.
We're seeing some nice goals here with Malachi Byer, the setup from Iannella.
It's a well-oiled machine. Another shot sent in. Klein, rebound, no. Klein, you've got to give the guy some credit so far. He has faced just about everything you can face in a hockey game. This puck weaved around the edges here. 13-11 left on the game clock here. Here in the second period. Jeremy on the PA has announced the 5th goal of the night for Fairfield. This team loves to score. They've done it quite a bit.
That shot went off the mask of Klein.
It's not the first time Klein's mask has been touched today by a puck. Puck drifts upstairs. He's able to send this puck all the way down towards the other side, and that will be an icing with no cake. Here with 12:34 left to go, 5-0 is your score. And Ryder, the big weekend with senior night approaching, not the start you want so far.
You could definitely, certainly say that. We have the same skaters out there with the icing. McKeach almost negated that call, skating hard in the other end.
He always does. McKeach, a big bright spot for Ryder during this season. He's always been a player to appreciate. A junior, 21 points on the year.
Yeah, he's a great player. One of their longer tenured guys.
Always makes an impact. Sent in on Klein. As he works his way back up towards the circle on the rebound. Klein's able to get back out there. Gets a stick on it. Can't get it towards him, though. As the netminder just continues to survey. That puck intercepted. Bennett able to hold on with it. This puck sent skied all the way down. Looking for a chance. Here's a shot. That's gloved up. Good save. Schroeder. Dayton Schroeder with a really good glove on the inside there.
Yeah, nice job by Schroeder to kind of refined his positioning there. He was a little thrown off with the puck behind the net. Quickly got back into form, made a nice save, and got the whistle, too, on the cover.
He'll take that all day. And hasn't had to face really a lot of pressure, but when he has, it is just, he's ready. He's a goaltender that's staying ready today. Here this one ends up. Could have feed that one to the slot. Grinding on the near side here. It's Fairfield looking for goal number 6 on this offensive zone opportunity. Couldn't see it on a power play. This puck stolen. Working, circle, makes a man miss. Here's a chance, lifted up. Klein gets the glove down on it. Sean Klein found a way to get on top of that puck.
And that was Byer again. Already got one pretty goal earlier. Just tiptoeing through the who knows what.
Yeah. He was looking for number 2. That's all he was thinking about. Malachi Byer, that would have, that first goal, his 3rd goal of the year. So if he got a 2nd goal, he would have matched his season total with 2. 12 points, though. He's still an offensive threat. The Bronx stuck in the defensive zone here. There's a shot goes off the pad of Klein, and Klein's able to get down. Fed back up top. Shot from the point, and that Klein able to get the pad in front, and that's out of play yet again here.
A little bit of words between Bennett and looks like Kyle Donnelly.
I'm surprised this game hasn't gotten a bit chippier.
Or Girardi, excuse me, not Donnelly.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Depends you. Ryder Looking to work for maybe some numbers here if they work quickly. Benner just can't get his stick on that puck, was falling down. It drifted too far in front of him to make anything happen with him. Pass back behind himself. There's a slot shot. It goes off of the glass. It's like it was deflected. Blazak couldn't hold on to the puck there. A hard pass. Ryder just looking for that energy. Get things back going here. Smith going to get in front of that puck. Here comes Fairfield. Working through. Gloved up by Klein. Stick goes flying. Klein just gets in front of that chance. With Brazel. Turnbull as well in that opportunity. Big switch for Ryder here as well. Face-off will go to the right side of the netminder. .9:56 left to go. 5-0 is your score. Ryder really looking for an opportunity. Chance ended up top, and that is saved by Klein yet again. Matt, Sean Klein, you look at him, a freshman. I know we talked about Bizzacco a couple years ago as well. I mean, obviously you see a 5-goal score line, but there are some impressive saves and some good work to really just take a look at when it comes to Klein. We'll see how he finishes his day today.
Yeah, I think his second period just looks better than his first as well, for sure.
We'll see if that consistency shows up. Kind of just been looking to find their goaltending all season. Big speed coming down the lane here, backhanded chance. Klein gets in front of it, and there is Klein. With a drifting opportunity, a ton of speed coming down by Bobby Sharpstein, who's got a goal already.
Yeah, the man of the hour got his poke check attempt there.
Yep.
Nice to see him be aggressive.
You can find a bright spot, it's usually in the net minding. With 9:15 left to go in the second. And Klein back at it again.
That was a risky redirection there. Just missed the net.
Got to stay risky in college hockey. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Ianella, we know how he can pass. Ryder. Now working back the other way. They might have a chance here. McKeach to his left, but there's a shot, no rebound. Now back with it again. Ryder with a real offensive opportunity, or that shot goes off the shoulder of the netminder, Schroeder. Ryder now in the offensive zone. Backhand opportunity, body in front. No, can't get that to connect. And that's out of play. 8:35 left to go in period number 2. 5-0 is still your score.
No change allowed on that whistle. Hit out of play by the Stags. So same 5 left to stay out there.
Well, they did get a swap, actually. We got Blazak on the ice now. Maybe the rules were forgotten, Matt.
No change for the Stags.
For the Stags.
Just I think they wanted to try to get a change there, but weren't allowed to.
Yep. The Ryder does get a change. Blazak comes on. Fairfield has their same unit on, and I'm sure you'll get a dump to try to get that change on for the Stags. And they do get a couple changes on the back end here. Now taken back. Smith working. They have numbers if they're quick. In. McKeach, good pass. Can't get that one. Not the pass actually you wanted. It's a great idea. But McKeach could not connect on that one to Blazak. They're trying to, again, working really hard in these last couple of minutes is Ryder. They've got numbers back here defensively. Poke back in, almost some dirty moves from Fairfield. Heslin works this past the blue line. Shot sent in, and Klein is able to handle. 7:40 left in period number 2, and a change for Ryder here.
You notice the music came on very quick there.
Very quick.
It started like it came on before the whistle.
Yeah. It seems that whoever's operating the music is ahead of the game here. I'm assuming that's Jeremy on the PA.
Yeah, he's 1 second into the future.
He is. That's some Doctor Who stuff there.
Not that that's a big deal. I just thought it was funny.
It's hilarious. Guy said, you know what, official? If you don't blow the whistle, I will. I'm going to play Mr. Brightside, and you can do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's what Jeremy's saying down low.
That's what he's saying. I hear him, actually. That wasn't me talking. That was Jeremy, actually. Comes Shane Gut. Gut looking through. That just goes off the tip of the glove. Hard shot from Gut.
Yeah, nice save by Schroeder, just getting a piece of it.
Heslin working down the other way. Shot from Fairfield goes out of play. I think Jeremy now realized he has to wait for the whistle. That was a little delayed there. The whistle also did come late on that play as well. We get a discussion also. We got a whistle here. We got something. So no changes, just a face-off. As this gets paraded down the other way. I don't know why, Matt. I just have a feeling we're going to get a souvenir tonight.
I've never gotten one while calling a game. I guess you have?
Ever?
Nope.
I've gotten a few.
While broadcasting?
On the call.
Wow.
I'll tell that story in a second. Back at the top now working. Bleeding through defenders. It's back on the far side.
If there is a rink for it to happen, I think this is a good one.
It's possible. I can sense the possibility.
No netting in front of us.
None. That puck just drifts towards the crease, and Klein able to dive down on it. Hits the B button twice, and man, that was dangerous. Klein just had enough time.
And now that we got a whistle, I'm going to need to hear that story, John.
There's a couple, but my favorite one is from Bridgewater, New Jersey for a Rockets game. And the puck, you kind of have this glass, it's always round. And it went behind the goaltender. It started bouncing off of the glass, and it bounced its way up into kind of, we broadcast from the stands, but on the railing, that's where we put our table. So it went right in the middle, and we're in the middle, and it rolled on the ground towards me, and I've got to stop the puck. So I pulled out my soccer tricks. I stopped the puck with my foot. I picked it up and said, puck went out of play, and I'll stop and pick it up, and I get a souvenir.
There you go.
I think I have the puck in my backpack, actually.
Yeah, you should keep it.
I did.
It's good to keep those souvenirs,
Yeah,
especially as a broadcaster.
You take the few ones you can get sometimes. There's some great souvenirs that you kind of corral over the years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you've got a couple. If I just go back and look into my closet, I'll find something. Something worth telling a story about.
Good memories.
For sure. We're making new ones here at Flemington Ice Arena here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Thank you so much for joining us and also dealing with me forgetting some of the technical things and also just the computer not deciding to work on me. Here comes Stewart. Stewart waiting for some help. He gets it. Pass sent in. Klein gets in front of it. Sean Klein. That puck is mine. Morello working towards the circle. Gets that poked out near the slot. Trying to feed his way back in. McKeach with a shot. Feeds it back through. Can't get a chance on the rebound there. Ryder playing much harder in this second period and really the back half of it. But it works its way back towards the neutral zone with Cusimano.
Cusimano's going to slow it down here. Smart play. Let the guys regroup a little bit.
Get a change back on here, so Smith will come on. Shane Smith for Ryder. This puck just drifts all the way back towards the Ryder defensive zone. Makes a connection with Smith. Smith with a decent pass that can't connect with Pape. Blazak back with it. Here comes Blazak, and that's taken away by Fairfield. The Stags keeping things stagnant for the Ryder offense. Pass sent in, goes high, and Klein. That's in the glove of Sean Klein.
We'll see if there's a penalty here. Bennett got upended.
Yeah. The Jackson call coming onto the ice. Trying to see exactly what they're kind of discussing here, but Klein just in a really good spot at the right time.
John, I do actually have a moment, but not a hockey puck.
Okay, we'll take it.
A baseball.
Baseball, I've gotten those before.
I was interning in Washington, D.C. a couple summers ago.
There you go.
And I had tickets to a Nationals game.
Right.
I'll resume the story. Next whistle.
Next whistle.
I'll let you take it away here.
We'll see if Pape comes down and makes a chance to do that. Puck gets kicked out. And now Fairfield trying to chase this here as Schneider will corral the puck with Pape. Pape backheads it behind himself. Jackson Cole will lose this puck. Fairfield, that chance in front, just too far. Trying to find Brazel for goal number 2. Brazel working hard. Near side, shot, Klein, glove, Matt, talk.
Oh, first of all, good save there by Klein. Gets the whistle.
Yep.
But I had tickets to a Nationals game, and I went straight from the office, from the internship. I had never gotten a ball at a game. This was a couple summers ago. I told my coworkers, tonight is the night.
You said it.
Getting a ball. I'm going to bring it in the office tomorrow morning. Sure enough, I go early for batting practice, go straight to left field, fly ball hit straight to
Right
me,
to you.
caught it on the fly, brought it in the next morning.
You didn't bring a glove either, did you?
Nope. Got to
Straight
barehand
hands.
it.
Straight hands. I've never got a baseball before at an MLB game, but we've gotten some in college. Big ones were the softballs.
Yeah.
Do a lot of softball. This goes back on the far side here. Fairfield trying to work. I always tell this one. I'll get to it. Held up at the point. Ryder trying to work hard defensively. Shot sent in. Working on Klein. Klein gets the toe out. Klein able to squeeze that puck in between his pads.
Nice save. Went off the post, then stayed out. Able to get the cover. And Klein's really picked it up.
Yeah. Just really impressive stuff from Sean Klein here in period number 2. I thought we were going to get a scorpion save right there.
Yeah, a little Martin Brodeur.
Yeah. Just great work. I mean, you've got a goaltender. I mean, obviously, we look at you talk about the score, whatever. If you've got a goaltender that can do that on a whim, you've got something decent going on in your program, especially from a freshman. This puck drifts down the other way. Here with 3:24 left to go. The clock's a tad ahead. Benner drifting. Benner takes a body. Might have had a pass opportunity. Couldn't connect. Back in the defensive zone now. Tipped up. Handed down. He's got a man with him. Will he make the pass? Does so. Tried to spin around and make it happen. But now it's back with Tavares. Tavares. He's got a man in front of him. Gut. Looking for Turner. Finds him. Maybe no. Good work defensively by Fairfield to get in front of that before any danger occurred. Here with 2:40. There goes Gut, causing some chaos on the boards. Trying to get this down. Couldn't find a way. 2:21 left to go. Turner just trying to make things happen with this puck. Ryder sitting in the defensive zone. They had a really good about 4 or 5 minutes trying to find that kind of momentum yet again. Circle chance looking, pass it in. That's too far on the near side. Now under 2 minutes left to go here in Flemington. Trying to connect on that stick. Can't do so. McKeach trying to collect this for Ryder. He'll just jack that puck over into the defensive zone of Fairfield. Again, Ryder just, again, doing such a better job pressuring Fairfield. Maybe not creating the offensive chances, but at least just making things difficult. And it's created more offensive chances. Almost had a big pass down the other way.
We've seen this several times. It's usually McKeach, too,
He's
negating
always
the
winning.
icing.
He's winning the race. Went over. That squeeze between the pads of Schroeder. Haven't had to say his name in a bit, but there he is. Still 5-0.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunities as far as the shot department goes for the Bronx. So it's been a fairly quiet night for number 30 in red, Mr. Schroeder.
It's always great when your defense can kind of make things easy. We were just doing the research before the game, comparing the roster sizes for Fairfield. I couldn't even fit everyone on the page I have here.
Yeah, they've plenty of scratches.
Yep.
Scratches sitting upstairs, scratches down by the glass.
Yeah. Me scratching my head, trying to figure out how computers work. It's a time. 47 seconds left to go. With Smith, Shane Smith, trying to collect this for Ryder. Back at the top. And that's gloved up and covered up by Klein. Let me squeeze this one in then. Let's talk about kind of souvenir balls. At UConn's field, UConn softball field, I've called a few games up there actually. We did the Big East tournament a while ago. Back in the Seton Hall days, they won that tournament. But the point is the softballs, right? Ball goes in the stands. You don't keep the ball. And you can't throw the ball back on the field. There's netting. So they have a ball depository that you put it in. The fans, you walk down, you put the ball in, and it goes back to the dugout of whichever side the team is on. As that's in and covered up by Klein. I had never seen that before.
They want to keep every ball they can.
Yeah, I mean, they're not cheap. Sports are expensive, Matt. It's a plague.
Even the price of a baseball or a hockey puck, they're not very cheap.
And don't talk about the skates and the uniforms and everything else in a hockey stick.
Oh, hockey is definitely one of the more expensive sports.
Yeah.
Put that up there alongside golf and some of the others.
So I'll give a quick shout out to all the parents that put up with that and make this possible for both of these teams. And also a couple shifts these guys pick up in their spare time. Working through. Trying to send this puck in. You get a computer sound from Jeremy. Just off the skate. That one hit hard. 5 seconds left to go. Neither team has enough time for a chance. That shot is just wide. He did have time for a chance, but the shot went wide. And that will do it for period number 2. 5-0 is your score. And Matt, not the period that you maybe want if you're Ryder, but a much better period than period number 1.
Yeah, McKeach looks to be shaken up. I think he'll be okay, but he got hit with that puck. Came in pretty hot.
It's definitely not an easy one to deal with. I'm sure he'll be. He's a tough guy. I'm sure he'll be back on the ice for Ryder.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yep. It's one of those shake it off moments, but we'll be right back on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Period number 3 coming up in just a few moments here on BSB. John McCusker alongside Matt Facilla. We will be right back. Pure chaos here at Flemington Ice Arena. 5-0 is your score. And the Rider Bronx down 5-0. I will never call a game over until I hear that final buzzer. There's still 20 minutes of hockey left to play. Rider had a really strong really from the 9-minute mark to the 4-minute mark. Really strong play. Couldn't get that goal out there. Obviously now, when you look at it realistically, you're kind of just looking for that goal to kind of avoid the shutout, keep everything going in, and they got a long weekend coming up. But Rider, if they continue to play the way they played during those few minutes, that's winning hockey right there. So we'll see what Rider is able to do here in period number 3.
You never know, John. We may be about to witness greatness. You just never know.
You never know when greatness is about to show up. You only realize it when it's too late. We'll begin it tonight. Rider looking for their 4th win of the season to avoid loss number 17. Not counting overtime and all that great stuff. They've got a tough spot on the ice here. Davey, go left. Our camerawoman, excuse me, cannot hear me. I need to see the ice. They're working on a tough spot on the ice right now. This happens sometimes. You get the ice cut, you miss a spot, and that's a dangerous spot for that cut to be. And I've never skated before, but that's probably the last place I want to cut, really right in almost the middle of the blue line. All right, I guess we're okay.
Rider does not want any offsides.
No. Hasn't been a ton of, I don't know if there's been an offside call this game.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been plenty of icings.
Yeah, a lot of icing. That's how we avoid the offside call. You just ice the puck.
Or the net comes off.
That
One of
too.
those two.
Something besides offside will occur. All right. Rider hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Longtime broadcasters of Rider hockey. The team that got this whole thing started, the Rider Bronx. It's always a blast and always a pleasure. I'm John McCuster alongside Matt Facillo. I hope you enjoy our stories, and I hope you enjoy the game here. We had a tough little first 10 minutes or so, but we figured it out, and we're here and we're live.
Sometimes when the night starts to get late and the game is not that close,
Yeah.
you start to bring out some of the memories from over the years.
You have to. You have to.
Called a few games back in my college days for my team that I called. Some of those games started at like 10:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Got to keep the audience awake.
I think I might have told you this story before as Benner comes in through the zone looking for that goal. I called a game in Colorado, Seton Hall, Colorado NIT game a while ago. That game was at 9 o'clock Colorado time, which means for the viewers at home, the game started at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, 11.
Backhanded chance, Klein makes a save. That goes up top, net's dislodged, and that's a whistle. And Klein gets a break.
Did you travel with the team for that?
We didn't go with the team for that one. We did our own. It was with, shout out to 89.5 FM WSOU.
Oh, that's cool.
But, yeah, they took care of all that, which was what we were always grateful for that. But I got to go to Colorado. Got to go to Boulder for about 18 hours.
That's nice.
It was same day there, same day back because the game was at 9 o'clock. Or not same day, but it was like 7 in the morning in Colorado.
That counts. Same day.
It was, it's close enough. By the time the game was over, we were home, or the hotel, I should say. It was past midnight, so we really just got a couple hours of sleep. I don't even remember if I slept because I was so worried about missing the flight because you had to get right back on. I think the flight was around 90 to get the Uber at like 6. If you're in Boulder, you got to get to Denver, get to the airport.
A lot of fun memories when you get to travel.
Yeah.
That's when the stories really come to life when you're on the road. I'm sure these teams experience that. They get a lot of bonding.
Yep. The buses are always the best as a whistle.
Yeah, the bus rides really. I'm very fortunate to be able to ride on the bus plenty of times.
Yeah.
Doing those college games.
Got to travel with Seton Hall women's basketball a couple of times and see those buses.
That's really
not just a bus. We had a bus, a little tiny bus, so to speak, more of a truck in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh,
they had that's. Just had to drop that one right there. We got to do that one in 2023 as well. Looking towards the slot.
Did you hit up the beach before you put on the headset or something?
We did, yeah, we actually did, and I have a story I can't tell on the air about that because it's kind of disgusting. But it involves vomit because the boat was not a good time. We hit a sea squall. couple sick people on our boat, but we came back and we got to go to the beach and and I got to jump in the Caribbean Ocean for a little bit. Caribbean Sea? What is it the ocean or the sea over there? I don't even
Sea.
know. It's the sea, right? Well, I was in it. And then somebody yelled, "Stingray!" And I swam faster than I've ever swam in my life.
And then you called a basketball game.
I did.
Like nothing happened.
We called 3 games that week. Little tournament. Paradise Jam. The shot sent high. With 17:20 left to go. Working back, circle chance. Kicked up. Walking down, and that's in the glove of Schroeder. What was your best travel spot, Matt?
Well, I did primarily hockey,
Yeah.
so I went to University of Maryland, so I did the Maryland hockey team. My favorite trip was probably we went to UNC Wilmington. It was about a 6-hour bus ride.
Yeah, it's a good
So
time.
nothing too crazy, but on the longer side. But the bus actually broke down.
Oh, man.
We were stranded for about 5 hours in the middle of Southern Virginia.
As here he comes right there, and that's just off the padding of Klein, and he stops that one. Stops that like your bus was stopped. But we're in Flemington, not Virginia. Working towards the defensive zone now. This one's held up, and just too wide on the pass there. With Gut, the intended target of that pass. And BSB's also kind of created some fun travel. We got to go to Buffalo last year. Carollo and the fellas trying to weave that around, and he scores! He winds that around, and there's the goal. Just squeezed it past the pad, and Ryder has broken the shutout here in Flemington.
And who else but the captain, Mr. Kenna. Gavin getting his team on the board. And there's one.
There's one. 4 more to tie this puppy up.
They're on pace.
They actually are. Mathematically, you are correct. Oh, geez, I was about to bring up the scoreboard, but it was 5-1. Now it's 5-1. It was 5-0. Fairfield would look to counter here. So Ryan Kenna adds on his 8th goal of the season. 8 points, 9 assists on the year. There's a shot and a blast, and that gets squeezed up. It's at the 16-10 mark. So forget Buffalo. Ryder puts it in the back of the net. Good work from Kenna. We were talking before. We said you may be witnessing greatness here tonight.
Well, we were talking about the great one during the intermission.
We were. I mean, when can you not talk about the great one when a game is being played on an icy surface? I mean, there is a guy pretty close to the great one playing right now for the same team. He's got a ways to go, though. And I'm obviously talking about Artemi Panarin on the New York Rangers. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Did you get traded yet?
Not yet. Well, he was out, from what I saw, was mostly for the Olympics. He's playing in the Olympics. I don't think he's getting traded.
Are the Russians playing? Are they allowed to play this year?
Great question. I forget.
I actually don't know.
I should know that, actually. But I kind of forget. I don't want to make a guarantee on the air. So talk about people getting traded.
Well, it should be exciting time for the Olympics.
Yeah, it'll be a great Olympics. You've got the Olympics coming on.
Maybe if the ice isn't ready down in Milan, we could play at the Flemington Ice Arena.
Yeah, come down here.
We'll broadcast.
We had issues parking for this game, and there was a game beforehand. Imagine parking for Olympic hockey.
John
here at
McCooch.
Flemington Ice Arena.
John McCooch, Matt Fusillo on the call for Team USA.
Yep.
To broadcast the Kachuk brothers and Austin Matthews.
I'll even take calling like Slovakia.
Oh, yeah.
It's my people. Penalty up here as well. Power play coming up here for Ryder. Ryder with an opportunity. They may be on pace for 5 if they're able to tag in a goal on this power play. Chance in McKeach with a shot, and he scores! Smooth pass to McKeach. Wide open cage. 5-2. Here come the Ryder Bronx. McKeach Goal number 8 on the year. 15-20. You talk about pace. They're on pace to win this thing in regulation, Matt.
There's that power play goal. They needed that. That's a big shifter there. Still got a very long way to go. Still down by 3. But you got those 2 early goals. We haven't even played 5 minutes yet here in the third.
Haven't.
McKean, I mean, he had a wide open net too. Wasted no time just burying that one.
Fairfield, expect they're going to try to aggressively counter here. Let's see what Ryder can do, though. Back on the far side, 15:08 left to go. Chance sent over on the near side. Couldn't get that one, was Stewart. Puck is sent back down. Talking about trades in the NHL. Andre Palat traded to the Islanders. Devils just gave up picks and said, take the money.
Who is that?
Andre Palat.
Oh, yes.
That shot's wide from Fairfield. I believe he's Czech. Sent in, and Klein's able to get there. And if Ryder's able to come back and at least make it a game, big time hit from behind there. And a big blast into the boards. My goodness, hand is up immediately. And that is going to definitely get some repress there.
Yeah, if I'm Ryder, I'm just going to let that go as well. You're getting the power play. Don't make it be offsetting.
I mean, that's a tough hit into the boards. We'll see if we can get maybe if I can snoop in on the official discussion here, but.
Heard a joke made by one of these stags.
Yeah.
Toward Bennett. I don't know if you could hear that at home, but it was a
not repeatable by you?
Interesting chirp.
Yes.
The language wasn't colorful. I just think the chirp itself was a good one.
I'll have to go back in the tapes and take a listen. So 2 minutes on the board there. We'll get a
They're going to call this on Ryder.
Yeah, that is, we're going to go 4-on-4.
Okay.
We'll go for penalties on both sides. So probably a penalty on the hit and something after that we maybe didn't see. And I haven't been able to say this in a while, but it's time for 4-on-4 hockey. The best kind of hockey is Klein's in there. Chance it in, and Klein's able to get there and squeeze again. Now, 4-on-4 really benefits Fairfield with their depth. Ryder gassed at really at this point of the game. You've got your depth pieces in there. You got fresher legs out there, and there's so much space to work with. So it definitely benefits a Fairfield. Held up in the D zone. Setting all the way down. Sharfstein with his shot. Sharfstein collects the puck. This will create around the boardings. So 4-on-4 hockey here tonight. First time we've seen that tonight. Not a ton of penalties in this game, but some key opportunities here. 13-41. And music has begun to play randomly. That puck taken back away. Here comes Sharfstein, forehand backhand, gets in front of it. Good defensive work. Now a shot on a wide open cage, and he scores. Patrick Heslin, his first of the season. 6-2, Fairfield. Fairfield's offense is Oscar Mike. Go.
That one's going to be a clear goal. Just mentioning earlier, if the net comes off, maybe they'll call it if it's going to go in. That was obvious, folks.
Just a tad.
Meanwhile, the stag that's in the penalty box is still talking.
Oh, yeah. I expected nothing less.
I heard him talking about 7-Eleven. I just put down the headset to go.
Just to take a listen. That's where you went. Good play. Do you know who they call 7-Eleven? Or who calls himself 7-Eleven, I should say. Very fun football player. Very goofy guy.
Who's that?
Chad Ochocinco. 7-Eleven because he's always open.
Okay.
Well, that net was wide open. It led to a goal and a 4-on-4 goal. Shots it in, net gets dislodged here for Klein.
So forget about the name Ochocinco then.
Right, Chad Johnson.
Siete Once, 7-11.
Well, Once is, yes, 11, yes. Good call. Almost gloved up by Klein.
Gotta bust out the Spanish.
I know a little bit. I can count to 1,000. I'm not going to do it right now, but I could do it another time. We can make a different BSB event of just us counting to in Spanish as far as we can. Working back around. Cien is 100, and this game has really turned up to 100 after 2 goals from Ryder, but an extra one from Fairfield. Still a 4-goal game for the Bronx. They were on pace to come back in this game. Now things have gotten a bit drifty. And some big bodies. Jackson Cole got in the middle of that. Just too far of the stick of McKeach. And taken back by Fairfield. Working in, there's a shot, and that's blasted up, but saved by Klein. Shot from the slot does not connect. Third period of action. Bennert winding in, faces 2 bodies, takes another one just behind the cage. Blazak looking for somewhere to go. Cusimano with a shot that's deflected off of leg. Smith, Bennert, can't connect. Working in front of the crease, no. Puck's getting on that crease, and a big body. Bennert stares there for a moment, gets the stick taps of appreciation. The 11:46. Ryder coming out with some force in period number 3. 2 goals, some big hits. Just one of those big hits led to a penalty. That led to 4-on-4 and a Fairfield goal. And can you sense the chippiness in here right now after some of what we just seen transpire the past minute and a half?
There's definitely been a little bit more, that's for sure. I think after that last goal, the Heslin goal kind of changed the script a little bit. You thought maybe the Bronx had something brewing. It was unlikely, but now they're down by 4 again.
Smith trying to work this puck back to the point. He does. Just has to get rid of it quickly, though. Trying to make a connection here. Ryder still not out of this contest just yet. A strong third period could make things happen. Taken away by Fairfield. Tough one from Cole as I drop the puck. That's not a souvenir, but it was just here. Pape split some defenders with that pass. He's got guts skating hard. That one just sent on the cage. The shot on net. 10:28 left to go. This third period of action. Handed down by McKenna. Tavares looking to hold on to this puck. McKenna, the captain, who has one of the goals. This taken back by Brazel. Brazel opened up the scoring of this game, if I'm not mistaken, with the first Fairfield goal. Under 10 minutes left to go now here in the third period of play. It's been a quick one, I will say, but a fun one nonetheless. Always a fun time with Matt Fusillo.
Fun time with John McCooch.
You know, it's good to be back.
We have not called a game together in a while.
No, I think the last one was when we went viral for Marvel Rivals. I think that was the last one.
That was the last time. Yeah. What was that? End of 2024?
Just about, maybe. Yeah, I think it was January 25. Remember all that that video's 1-year anniversary is coming up in February.
Okay.
Spent some time.
How many views did you get? Was it over 1 million?
It was about 4.5 million right now on TikTok, yeah. And it was quite a time. You got about 700,000 likes there, Matt. And this one guy reacted to it, and you came in, and he said, okay, who's the sidekick? And I said, no, you can't talk about Matt like that.
I'm not on TikTok, so I didn't know that.
I remember I sent it to you. I'm like, dude, look at this. You said, I don't have TikTok. I'm like, well, you're kind of blowing up a little bit here. it was a time.
Who was the guy that reacted? Is he a big name?
Flats. I don't think anybody watching would know who Flats is, but he was the guy. And then I reacted to him. You got to farm the content there.
Okay, I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was quite a time. We'll revisit that. And big bodies near the slots. Great stuff with 8:20. This game's starting to kind of slow down a little bit here, and now you get a hand up and a whistle and a penalty. Touches up. And a man disadvantage for the Bronx. Power play for Fairfield coming up, although they have played better shorthanded sometimes. Did Fairfield. We haven't seen much for Ryder on the 4-on-5.
I think we're approaching the witching hour.
Yes.
A lot of laughter from the Fairfield side.
Or kind of knows as long as there's not a miracle on ice, it should be win number 9 for Fairfield on the season. Regulation win. It's win overall number 9 for Fairfield. 8-4-3 they come into this game as. They've lost 3 games in overtime on the season. That puck goes sky high and out of play. This team did play in a charity match. They hadn't played a regulation game like this one since December 5th, but they did play a charity match in the middle of January. So a little fresher than you may give off when you talk about it for Fairfield as that puck goes behind. The power play continues for Fairfield.
Also live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting right now, TCNJ and Rutgers.
Yes.
Down in Monmouth Junction. Rutgers is leading 3-1.
Monmouth Junction, I love it. You got a score update, too. It was impressive. Big battles of New Jersey, what we always like to see. There's 2 Rutgers TCNJ games on today.
One of my first broadcasts for this BSB season, I did TCNJ against NYU.
Okay.
So I was able to say New Jersey versus New York.
Yeah, that's always fun. It's always fun to say New Jersey versus New York. And there's a shot and he scores. What a shot top shelf by Brendan Burke, his 9th of the year. The team vice president strikes one through. Power play goal for Fairfield. So they scored shorthanded. They've scored on the power play. They've scored 5-on-5. Well, they've got 7 of them.
And they've had some pretty ones, too. That one, as crisp as it gets, Brendan Burke, the player, not the broadcaster.
There you go. Good shot. It's the 3rd time that Fairfield has scored 7 goals in their last 5. They had 7 against Tennessee and 7 against Merrimack, both wins. Teams do usually win when they score 7 goals. A lot of gassed players for Ryder. This 3rd period, I mean, a really strong showing in the middle of the 2nd period, the beginning of the 3rd period. It's about just being able to put it together for Ryder, but it's tough again. We talk about, I mean, we mentioned it ad nauseum, the skaters, but we'll see what they're able to do in kind of the coming season, what they're able to put together. The recruiting trail. No NIL in college hockey, but there's a shot wide. I'm sure your Maryland Terrapins have dealt with plenty of NIL situations.
That would be correct.
Yeah. And your football team did have a Tagovailoa brother.
They did.
I'm sure he was not a cheap guy to go get. Smith connects with a Stag. Working wide, net dislodged. We get a moment here. We'll get a full platoon swap for both sides as the net comes off. 6:16 left to go. What stories do you have for us left, Matt?
I don't know. I got to think.
The best part about broadcasting is you don't have to think too much.
Yeah, I've called a lot of Ryder games in recent years.
Yeah. Ryder trying to work here. Shots and in just wide, but yeah.
And it's just a much different team. I mean, the numbers they kind of speak for themselves. You're seeing it. It just affects the team when you don't have that full lineup, and you lose the McDermotts and the Givorowskis and the Schneiders of the world, and the Marins and all these guys.
It's just so many veteran pieces, and now winding through 2 defenders. That's too wide. Just got pushed out. all those guys, assistant coach TJ Evan out here, like they had such a
Yeah.
good veteran team, won a lot of games over that real 3-year stretch, and we got a chance to cover a good bit of it.
Yeah, Suker, Cercio,
Yeah.
Padula, Eddie Coyne. He's probably their best defenseman I've seen.
Yeah, he was great. So a lot of fantastic players have come through Ryder. And it's a rebuild. I mean, you have to rebuild a kind of program like that, and it's difficult at the club level to get a unit like that because that's out of play. It's just based on who attends your school sometimes.
Yeah, and when I did the Maryland games, I mean, I went to a school that's in Ryder's division,
Yep.
so we always, I mean, I got used to seeing Ryder 2, 3, 4 times a year, especially because they play each other in the playoffs. I mean, there are some games that I wouldn't forget where Ryder would win 8-0. That happened twice. They would win 9-2. They'd win 11-4. I remember those games vividly because you had all those goal scorers, and you know, it's a much different time now. But it's also, it just speaks to how things can kind of change. You kind of look back, and you know, they've had a lot of they've gotten very unlucky with the way things have unfolded with some injuries, with some players leaving the team.
Offside. See what this leads to, but yeah, a lot of things just out of control. But Riders, again, continue to play, continue to just put their best foot forward every game. They've played a lot of games this season, too. Fairfield has not played nearly as many games. This is game 22 for Ryder, 16 for Fairfield. You got a lot of young players. You're making them play a lot, as you should. They had such a young core defensively also a couple years ago. Came to fruition last year for a pretty good year. I mean, I'm just a Seton Hall guy. I don't know the Ryder lore as much as you and Carollo do and all that, and DMV hockey and all that great stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, what I can say, I don't know if I should say it, but
Oh,
I
boy.
think it's fine now. Here's a chance.
winding down, no goal there. Picked out by Klein and gloved up by Klein as you get a chance to get yourself fired.
No, when
sure
I
it's
was going
great,
to say, when I was broadcasting the Maryland games, as someone who was very close with the Maryland players and
Right.
always bonded with them well and traveled with the team, I loved that team. I could not stand Ryder when I was a Maryland student.
Oh, you
I
could say that,
just
yeah.
could not because they were so good. That's the reason why.
Right.
I mean, we'd always give up. We just every time we go into their rink, we'd see 7, 8, 9 goals.
Yeah.
They were just that team. I could not stand them. But now, I mean, it's fun watching them. It's fun calling their games.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting being on the other side of things.
Right. Kind of like Kevin Durant. You went to the other side.
Yeah. But I think it just speaks to how fun they've always been to watch. I mean, they were always putting on a show.
Shot sent in. And you almost just accidentally did a Marvel Rivals thing right there. You almost did it. You almost did it. I'm infecting you.
I would not have known.
Yeah, I know you would have known. It's the best part. It's the best part when I gave you the list of lines. I looked at, you want to do this? You're like, hey, sure. If the video made any money, I would have gave you some, but, you know. It did.
Get a little commission.
Yeah, nothing. I get the TikTok checks back then. Nor do I now. Both teams just working on skating this one out at this point. Circle chance, and a shot goes high of Klein. Winding through. Just gets bodied in the slot. Taps that on the skate, back right to him. Winding through, past defenders. Slot shot, Klein there for the save. And covered up by Mr. Sean. 2:55 left to go. Thank you all for tuning in. John McCooch, Matt Facilla, Davey Langer here for the crew. 2:55. Winding down here. It's been a fun one. Drove almost an hour and a half from Secaucus, New Jersey today to get here.
You came straight from the studio.
Straight from it. Straight from the net.
Working hard on a Friday.
Yep. 9 to 5 over there.
You ever
8.
been in, what is it, Studio?
42.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say this one? We've been to Studio 42, I'll say that. No, it's a tradition. You play a little wiffle ball every now and then over there.
Yeah, it's fun. Home run derby.
Oh, yeah. I can't hit a baseball for the life of me, or a wiffle ball for that matter, but it's always fun to watch.
You and Mark DeRosa go head-to-head ever?
Big D-Row, yeah. I've run into him many times. Just covered up. I used to work on MLB Central a good bit, and he would come in, and he's a very fun guy.
Is the building connected to NHL Network?
It's next door,
Okay.
basically, yeah. That's where you go across the street to get food.
Okay.
That's where the net cafeteria is.
Walking distance?
Oh, yeah, it's right there. It's like it's the distance between where we are right now and the other side of the rink, basically. Maybe another one.
Well, I'm sure it's a dream for a hockey and baseball fan.
It's a fun time, man. We'll say. Gonna work on the fly and whatnot. Back over, just too wide. That's set up. I mean, it's just been all hockey for me. Work hockey in the day, call hockey at night. You'd think I'd learned a thing or two by now. I still ask Trey to describe pinching to me every now and then. Although I do get it now. But sometimes when you're with a broadcast, especially when I would call games with athletes, they clearly just know so much more than you. So my line would always be, when they say something that I have no idea what they're talking about, I would say, can you describe that for the people at home?
That makes it fun. I've called plenty of games with an injured player or a scratch that's supposed to be on the ice, but they just come up and grab a headset. It's always fun.
Yep.
Done some plenty of interesting intermission interviews.
Oh, for sure. That's always fun too. Yeah. But it's always just so different. I mean, I'm not going to do. No harm on you, Matt, but it's a different experience with someone that's played the game that you're calling. Because you can just ask questions.
Yeah.
The people at home, and I say for the people at home, it's just me. Because I'm just, what are you saying?
And I think the big thing with ACHA hockey is you just got to have fun.
It's all about it.
Especially with the ACC. I mean, I was going to mention this a few minutes earlier. It's a good time to have a team that's in the ACC, HL that is.
Yes.
It's a fun league. They run it well. You have the ACC showcase. A lot of fun stuff. The playoffs are fun. I had a good time calling that a couple years ago down in Winston-Salem. And it's fun. That's what it is. Having a team in the ACHA and in the ACC, you got to have fun with it, especially when you get to talk to the players and you travel with the team. And I'm sure these guys down on the ice, I mean, they love it. So that's what it's all about. You're in college and you're playing club hockey, and it's just you have a blast doing it.
You're with the guys. I mean, those guys, when they play afternoon games, they go out, they get lunch after dinner at that point, and it's just the camaraderie of college hockey. Because club hockey is college hockey, as I always say.
It is.
People
People don't know that there's not that many NCAA hockey teams.
Not a ton. So when I say I'm calling a club hockey game tonight, so it's like, oh, well, no, that's the level that most of it's at. The SEC, a lot of club.
People don't realize how competitive the ACHA is.
It's very competitive.
If you bring a random person into the stands and you'll say, what league is this? They could probably think it's NCAA.
Yeah, definitely. Working in, trying to make a move there, and Klein able to get his mittens on that one. 1:32 left to go.
A lot of people are unaware, too, that club hockey is a thing. Remember I had a class with 10 other students, and I said, raise your hand if you knew that Maryland has a team. Only 3 of them raised their hand.
Right, and it's places like Breakout Sports Broadcasting and a lot of other places that do their best to kind of spread the word and show some of the great stuff that happens here. We might see something right here again with McKeach. McKeach back over to the captain. Kenna, big back check and push down. And we've got something here. On the ground is Kenna. Gets his stick out as well. Could be some rumble-grumble coming up right here, but nothing there, no physicality. Get some head taps there for your captain.
Looks like a cross-checking call.
Yeah. I mean, he came right across. And obviously a lot of that's just kind of formalities at this point. 7-2 with 1:12 left to go.
Aiden Brazel, one of the goal scorers, is going to go to the box.
So Ryder tag something in here. Good face-off win. Schneider makes that pass. Blazak working through, trying to find somewhere to go with this puck. So Ryder, hopefully they're looking to not end the game on the power play. They want to get that goal in with this final minute left to go, but it is longer than the game clock. A good chunk separating, about 50 seconds. 50 seconds left, 50 seconds separate the power play and what's left in the game. Blazak sends it back around the cage. Circle play. Back at top with Schneider. Schneider to the circle with Blazak. Blazak looking. Sent across, can't connect on that pass. Tough bodies for it. Almost working short-handed, but can't connect. He'll win it. Looking through. Slow skates. Taking a body. Forcing some pressure. Jackson Cole comes on for the final 13. Blazak winding towards the circle. There's a shot that's poked out. Under 10 seconds left to go. Puck drifts towards us. 2 seconds, one, and that will do it. 7-2 is your final. The Ryder Bronx, they fall to 3-17, 1-1. Fairfield advances to 9-4-3. The independent squad comes in on the road. A top 10 in the Northeast Fairfield Stags unit. They come in with a great performance against Ryder. 7-2, a 5-goal deficit. Matt, your final thoughts and a great goal scoring report by you, sponsored by nobody.
Well, we'll get into the goals.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get a sponsor sometime soon. But first period, you had Andrew Clark, then you had Aiden Brazel, followed by Malachi Byer. Second period, Bobby Sharfstein and Byer again. And then kicking off the third, you had those 2 goals from Ryder. It was Kenna and McKeach, first line coming through. You thought there was a little bit of life there, but 2 more goals for the Stags, which came from Patrick Heslin and Brendan Burke. So 7 goals for the Stags, and they just played a really complete hockey game, had some nifty goals. You saw, like as you've mentioned, on the penalty kill, on the power play, even strength has been strong. It's just one of those games where you play a really tough team, and you kind of saw a little bit of fatigue set in on the Ryder end, but that's kind of how the story went.
And once things get organized next season, whatever Fairfield ends up in terms of a division, because again they're independent, they're going to be a team that you maybe don't want to see in your bracket there when you end up having to play them maybe twice or 3 times a year. Ryder plays Fairfield for the first time in what is probably a long time, maybe the first time, but we haven't seen it. First time in BSB history they've played against each other, and it ends up 7-2. John McCooch, Matt Facillo, Davey Langer on camera. We will see you another time. Thank you so much for tuning in, taking the time out of your night. We appreciate it always and often. Thank you, and we will see you another time.